stay wild, let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shelf around the nation. Let's start shooting the shelf.
Nobody can hear you. Let's try it again.
All right, I'll start the intro again. No. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Shooting the Shelf. I'm Jesse, and I've got crap up my nose.
Just kidding.
If that plays all the way through, Curtis
you
is
gotta at
doing
least
this
say good morning to him, though. You gotta give him a good
I
morning.
did say good morning. I said,
okay.
Can you not hear me
Okay.
now?
Sure.
Good
morning,
YouTube.
I hope everybody checked out Latin Legions. If you haven't already wished Ed a happy birthday, make sure you wish him a happy birthday. I will say I'm a little let down by those guys. They told me that they were going to extract the audio from my clip, and that was all that was going to be used. So I ended up doing it in the shower because that's where I had time to do it. And then they showed the clip of me in the shower, scrubbing my underbits, talking to Ed. And yeah, I mean, that's not what I was told. So happy birthday, Ed. But Tony, the rest of the guys, a little disappointed. Just saying. Jesse, back to you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here, whether you're watching us live or on the replay. We're really glad you're here. We've got a fun show tonight. We've got some folks that are new to us to get to know. Some of you probably know them, but it'll be cool to get to know some new folks in the toy community. But before we do that, Curtis, why don't you tell us who's in the chat?
Sure.
Without a personal bio on every single person out there.
I don't think I can do that. First, we got Crom316. That's Mark out there. Then we've got Dub3 in the house. Amazing photographer. Check out Lacerda Photo on Instagram. We got V-Dog out there. You know, Jesse, I know V-Dog really likes Wolf King Customs. There you go. We've got Greg, formerly of the Brute Scale, in the house. You know, I was on New to Mythics live earlier, and we were doing our top 5 legions. Guess what my number 1 was, Jesse? That's right.
Faustia?
Big Greg. I went with shelf presence, and there's nobody that's more impressive when you look at your shelf than Big Greg. We got Jesse Marshall in the house. We got Dave Orkin here. Darla Akerman, I know her. Blake, aka Recon Rage, is here as well. Oh, from across the pond, we got Captain. That's not Captain. Captain Firebeard Baker here in the house. We got Digital Ronin Photos. Alberto Morales. We got Tanya McCoy. Tanya, sending you all the best of love and wishes and everything. And you know what to do. So let's just do it. I Am is here. Everything else is silent. We've got James Studio Samudio. Stacy Lin is in the house. We've got Benny Torres. Listen, I can't see Benny right now, but I'm telling you, Benny is looking smooth. Benny has been dropping some pounds, looking good. I'm just saying, Benny, save some of the ladies for the rest of us. Just saying. That's all. Wholesome Warlock is here. He says that I was naked on the stream. Yes, I was. On the Latin Legion stream, I was naked. It's not what I was told. Said they were going to use the audio, but whatever. ToyMercs is here. So there you go. We got Guaisagüe Echevarria in the house. He says he missed the intro, Jesse, and he wants to know if you will play it again.
No, you can watch it later.
There you go.
Or literally go to any other episode.
I tried. Santos Rivera is here. Love that guy. Mr. C is in the house. Mr. C just announced that he is going to be coming to CarverCon next year. I believe it is the first Legions-based con that he has gone to. So that'll be pretty cool to see him bring his stuff to that event. We've got Trevor 16 Shooter in the house. I know that guy. Trevor, if you're still listening and you didn't just pop in to say hello, kids, and leave. Sorry, hey, kids. Can you let us know if we're playing D&D tomorrow, since we all just work around your schedule? Cincy John is here. What's up, Cincy John? We got Jen Syak, aka Lucky Sprinkles, here. And Eddie's here with a $5 super chat. Happy birthday, Ed. He says, ¿Qué está pasando, mi gente? Love you guys. Curtis, love you. Thank you for that special video. Ed, it was supposed to be audio. You got Tony to thanks for the video. He told me he had certain technical wizardry that either he didn't possess or he lied to me. I don't know. Faust 6 is here. We've got Carver Customs himself of CarverCon. He's been busting out a bunch of pillars for Legions Con. 2 pillars with lights, $50. You can't get a better deal than that, folks. I'm telling you. And scrolling. We've got Dead Man 1 here and Rosedale Studios. I believe that is it. So,
and Eddie, I completely flopped on recording an audio for you, so I apologize. So happy birthday, my friend. Hope you had a wonderful day, and that Curtis's nudity makes up for my lack of audio or something. What? Yeah, Curtis. What? You're the only other person here.
Can you big at me? I'll wait.
Oh my gosh, this isn't Purple Gang Gang.
Ed, as much as I appreciate Jesse for trying to bite the bullet on not sending you that message, in fairness, Jesse was holding the camera on my message. And we were
okay. Curtis isn't talking anymore. Folks, we've got some special
we were supposed
guests
to take turns, and he didn't get his turn. That is all on me, Ed. I'm just saying. My bad.
Yeah. So much.
Ian Saunders is here on Shooting the Shelf before. There you go. Okay, so I think we got guests tonight, right?
Yes, we do.
And
we do have some guests.
Is it an or two?
It is 2. It is 2 guests. 2 guests that combine to make a third guest. So tonight, folks, give a digital warm welcome for, no pun intended, Digital Ronin and Dead Man 1 from Instagram, the minds behind ToyMercs.
How's it going, guys?
It is going most excellent. Listen to the crowd, man. They are excited for you guys. That's awesome.
First off, happy birthday, Ed. I didn't get the memo about the nude video, so I didn't send you one. Sorry.
They didn't ask me either. So, but happy birthday, Ed.
Quick question for you guys. Do you guys know anybody named Mike?
I know quite a few Mikes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
My brother's name is Mike.
Fucking Mike.
There it is. All right. We got a fucking Mike out. All right. All right. So appreciate you guys being here. We are going to definitely talk some ToyMercs, some Legions magazine. But at the start of the show, we do a little thing called shelf selections, which are not loaded yet because I think I was supposed to do that and I didn't. And so I'm going to try to load those now.
Your stuff?
I did get my stuff.
I thought you were adding stuff into it. Okay.
I did add it, and then I forgot to tell you that I was done. So, but
folks, as you know, we are a highly professional show. Professional meaning not at all.
A highly professional show that may or may not take videos with each other in the shower. But
definitely not. No.
Yes. So this is our first one. This is one of my selections. This is Maxed Out _Studio. We have featured several pieces of his. Was actually just talking to D Amazing yesterday. He mentioned a few of the pieces that he had gotten from Maxed Out, and immediately my phone was like, "Did you say Maxed Out?" And it started shooting pictures of his stuff my way. So that's the algorithm, folks. The computer knows. It hears everything. But it sent me this Daredevil that he repainted, and it looks phenomenal. I mean, this guy is just top notch, and he's not repainting, like figures that he's finding at Ross or something. Like, he's taking expensive Mayfix figures and then doing full repaints on them, and they look great. So, well, it's Daredevil, and that is my son, Ty. So, Ty, this is Daredevil, but nice job.
Just wanted
Jesse,
to be proud of your offspring for identifying a comic book character.
I know. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's a great shot. His stuff is always super amazing. I always get a little uncomfortable when I see the gloves because I feel like, is this a private moment that is being shared with everybody? But yeah, the details, the way he does the shading on these are phenomenal. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, the shading and paintwork on that is awesome.
I would have to agree. Good job, Maxed Out Studio. Looks good.
Very cool. At this point, I would like to share a photo. I'm going to call this Exhibit A. And this is after my son begged me to take him to a toy show today. This is what I found 10 minutes after we got into the show. And this is him eating a toy show convention chili dog in just a side hallway. So there you go. Yeah. So
I mean,
He does know there's toys there, right?
there were toys there. Yep. He actually did buy something, but he had to fuel up first. He had to,
Fair enough.
I mean, there's no chili dog like a toy convention chili dog. Everybody knows this. So, yeah.
that is true.
This is one of Jesse's. Jesse, have at it.
So this is from our buddy Sig from Sig Toys Arts, Sig Toy Arts, excuse me. He's always posting fire stuff, and it's always hard to pick one from him. But I saw this one with this dinosaur with like the harness and the saddle and the gear and everything, and I just thought this was really cool, and wanted to share it. And there's a couple more pictures in the presentation he did, but this was the shot I picked. I just think the gear tricked out on this dino is pretty sweet.
So, Jesse, I am very much a novice when it comes to these creatures. What does this look like normally?
Just take all the straps and the things off, and it looks like a dinosaur.
But as far as like the colors and stuff, like, is it different? Like,
I don't believe he repainted this. I think this, I'm not sure what this is. This one's a little in the weeds for me. I'm not sure which one this one is.
And to be perfectly honest, I hate to interrupt, but we don't really know what dinosaurs look like as far as color goes anyway. Or
yeah, I just meant like the original toy. Like, was this repainted or not? And the reason I ask is because, like, on the, and I don't know dinosaur anatomy, the snout, the nose, the front part, the whatever. I love that the blending of colors there. I think it looks really cool, but I didn't know if that's, either a compliment to Sig for repainting it or a compliment to the company who painted initially. But yes, with the extra gear and stuff on there and tricked out and stuff, looks very cool. So nice job, Sig.
Yeah. I like all the soft goods on there.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I like all the soft goods on there.
There have been a couple of people I've seen, some really good creators doing some really cool custom Dino-Roid and stuff lately.
Like
we were talking about that with Abby Normally a few weeks ago.
Yeah, definitely were.
Jordan wants us to talk about binoculars, and I don't have any. I don't use them. So
That's Bionicles, not tonight.
I'm pretty sure it's binoculars. Okay. Next is one of my picks. Ian Saunders. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he had this amazing photo. I love the light coming in from the top. He had a behind the scenes on this as well, which was really cool. And yeah, they just kind of this like, quiet moment. Not sure if this is before a battle or after a battle. But yeah, I just thought this was like a really cool kind of singular moment. And that light source is just awesome the way that it's coming in like that. Jesse?
I totally agree. This feels like a moment. Maybe this Templar has like found his way into some sort of, old temple that had fallen, or some sort of like holy site, and is either seeking a blessing or some sort of level up, or just like you said, getting some prayer and solace before heading out to battle or something. Yeah, it's just a really great shot. Love the lighting. You can. I don't know this song specifically, but you can almost hear like the cinematic music in this moment.
Gentlemen, thoughts?
Meh. I'm just kidding. I love Ian Saunders.
Totally, man. No.
I'm constantly praising him and putting him in my story, and he's very receptive and thankful every time it happens too. So good guy, killer photos.
Very cool.
Ian seems like a great guy. I don't know him real well, but he always does awesome stuff. Always posting fire. His lighting is always so great, making these very cinematic scenes. So love seeing his posts.
It's a little discouraging sometimes how good his photos are.
Yes, exactly.
Well, the thing that's tough for me is that like he's been putting out a bunch of stuff like in a row. And so then it's like, okay, well, I can only pick one for this week, like which is the one that I pick. So he's making it a little difficult. So if you could kind of, cool down, save some awesome photos for the rest of us.
Slow it down, Ian. Slow it down.
Yeah, Jesse.
You don't have to beg me. There's a way around that. We can just get Ian on the show sometime if he wants to be on. So then we just look at all of his pictures.
Well, I actually thought that you were going to post one of his pics, and you probably just didn't see it because he has an amazing Indiana Jones one that I was like, Jesse is 100% picking that. So if you haven't seen it, check out his Instagram.
I've been actively avoiding Indiana Jones pictures.
Well, he's got one that's fire. So, all right. Next one is one of Jesse's.
Okay. All right. This is Spiderface 101, I think. This is a Cosmic repainted to look like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, the comics. I thought that was a really fun take on that head and use of that costume. I just thought it was really cool. Good work, and and I think they'd done a Drax a couple weeks ago that we had on here, where it was like the comic, the green skin with the red tattoos and everything. So looks like the team is coming together.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, nice creativity, nice, realization of parts and kind of reuse of the different pieces and stuff. So yeah, great work. Gentlemen?
Great idea. That's really cool.
Yeah.
To use that figure as the base. Really cool idea.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I agree. I like how she's got one eye looking at you like wide-eyed. And she's like,
yeah, she's a little squinty on that. She's like, "What's going on? What are you up to?" So
yeah, it works. That's character. I like it.
Yeah. All right. So this is a new Instagram account, and I really would like everybody to go out here and follow this. This is JLB_customs_and_creations. So this gentleman has been putting out some amazing pictures in the Cabal now for a while, and I've been just kind of bugging him and saying, hey, you need to do an Instagram. And he was kind of hesitant. Just, some people just stay away from that stuff. But he created an Instagram, and he messaged me this week and he said, hey, I did it, put it out there. He currently has 7 followers. I want to see how many we can get that to by the end of the night. So once again, JLB Customs and Creations with a couple underscores in there. So folks, if you're watching this now, please, if you've got an Instagram account, go and follow this account. This guy's doing some great work, and I'd really like to see him, continue with this Instagram and posting his work because I think he's just got amazing talent. So, but this is a head that he recently painted and used with the unknown ones, body and wings and stuff. And I thought it just really works well with that figure. And he just killed the paint job. Like the paint job is just phenomenal. So, Jesse.
Yeah, I just went and followed and liked all his pictures. That's a really cool looking head to put on this figure, and such a great paint job that even though it's like flesh and fur and everything, it matches the tone of the character. I really like it.
Guys,
Go ahead, Ronin.
That's just so cool. I mean, it looks like a completely different figure. And he did such a great job with the fur. I love it. That's awesome.
I would have to. I'm blown away by that paint job on the head sculpt there. Like, that is crazy. That looks. He made that hair look like rooted hair.
so good, right?
That is insane. I'm biting my tongue, trying to curb the urge to cuss about how good it is. Because, wow.
Go ahead. This is not a kid show.
All right, well, that is fucking amazing. I just followed him from the ToyMercs account and my personal account.
Awesome. So yeah, folks, like, once again, people get in this community, they start sharing their work, and we really want to encourage that. And listen, if you don't, what's going to happen is that your phone's going to listen to you. They're going to hear you say something stupid at some point, and it's going to start sending you pictures of that, right? But if you follow cool shit and you tell them that you like cool shit, then that's what you're going to start seeing on your Instagram feed. So go out, follow this gentleman, support him, show him that his work is appreciated. I would greatly appreciate it myself. So thank you very much. Next one is one of Jesse's picks.
This is from our friend Richard Jones, 51980649 or something or other. Richard Jones, you know him from Euro Legions. If you don't figure it out, go follow his account. This is one of his vampire samurai customs. I just thought it was a really cool look. I'm drawing a blank on what I was thinking there. So take it away, Chris.
I don't know. I mean, obviously Richard loves the evil, characters. He says he doesn't like 2.0, but then he picks a lot of 2.0 as some of his favorites. So
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. So yeah, he's an enigma, but he's also a very talented artist. And I have a bedspread with his work on my bed, and I sleep under his art every single night. And that is not a joke. Gentlemen.
Wow, you sleep under his art every night. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife's good with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a great custom. I would love to know where you got the head sculpt.
I believe that's a Wolf King Customs ghoul. Well, it was a Legion shop, right? But now it's Wolf King Custom, or is that not correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Some form of that is correct, yes.
Yeah.
This is a really creative piece too, because that looks like articulated icon samurai armor over some Mythic Legions parts, and so that's that's a pretty creative, pretty cool little piece. I like it.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like it, and like I said, Richard's talented, so
Definitely.
Next is one of my picks. This is Figure Kingdom and Big Bad Toy Store, and just something I didn't think that I would see. This is Wolverine fighting Mythic Legion zombies in a ladder match.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Skeletons.
What's that?
Those are skeletons.
What did I say?
Zombies.
Oh, sorry,
Zombies.
skeletons. Yeah, Mythic Legion skeletons in a ladder match. Now, I don't see a belt hanging over the ring, but it could just be higher. Maybe I'm just missing it. But I thought this was really cool. I just not something that I thought I would ever see. And, it's an excellent blue duck. So, Jesse?
I love the capture, like the action, the sense of movement. Wolverine like kicking that one skeleton down, and like the limbs like falling back or going forward as he's falling back. I just think this is a lot of fun. Like you said, unique mixture of elements for a shot I never expected.
That sentence uniqued up on you. All right, guys.
Go ahead, Ronan.
Sorry, you guys are giving me all sorts of new people to follow, and so I'm like looking people up while you're bringing them up on the screen. So it's all good. I love this stuff. The action and just the unexpected scene. I mean, this is just so cool to see. The skeletons alone are fun to work with, and then Wolverine on a ladder. I mean, it's just really creative. I love the action and the poses and everything are just well done too. So
and Motorhead. Cool. Not sure if you caught the music, but
I was definitely going to bring that.
And Motorhead, fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolverine in the ladder match I think is hilarious. The skeletons are I wish I could tell you how good they were. I only have one Mythic Legion skeleton that I've opened, and it busted right out of the box.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the Grim Reaper one. I heated up his neck and everything with a hairdryer for like 10 minutes, and then I like pulled the head and the neck came off with it. And we're talking about photos right now. We don't need to talk about my hardships.
well, I can help you fix that afterwards. We can chat.
I can. I mean, I could put a piece of glue on it, but I started taking photos of it with it in his hand because the neck came off with it.
That's kind of cool too.
It's kind of cool. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to fix it.
Okay, next one is one of Jesse's. Jesse's been on a big dinosaur kick lately. Go ahead, Jesse.
Hey, there's been a lot of great dinosaur shots lately. I mean, better toys coming out between.
I'm not faulting you. I'm just saying.
The Hammond collection stuff and with Creative Beasts, and all their things. But this is, I believe, a Hammond collection T-Rex with. I could be wrong. It might just be a regular one, but. I saw he went to, I think this is the Grand Canyon. Like this is actually at, maybe if it's not the Grand Canyon, it's at an actual thing. So there's no like, I mean, there's probably some sort of photoshopping or whatever to like color correct you, that sort of thing. But like, there's no added in stuff. Like this is at an actual place that like you see him setting the dinosaur up on the side of the canyon there and everything. And I just love that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I think there was a behind the scenes, and this is Nutty _ Bacchus.
It says he actually drove he woke up at 4 and drove over to the Grand Canyon. Nice flex, bro. Nice flex.
That is a hell of a
Holy
flex.
crap! Yeah.
And since he's John is saying he's like 19 or something.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean,
I just thought it was a great shot, the scale, the proportion, everything. Yeah, it's just really cool.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked. I mean, Jesse and I both really love outdoor photos. By the way, I was not following this account, but I am now because that's what we do, folks. We've talked about the outdoor photography. We've had some folks on here like Firebeard Baker and Faisal and Kevin Boots and stuff, and they've really talked about timing with natural light and stuff. Like the time of day is really important to get that perfect shot. And this just looks great. I mean, the way that sun's coming in from the side there, he's looking over the edge. You've got that natural background. Just really cool. I mean, super awesome shot. I like it. And I have now followed you, gentlemen.
If you're not following this guy, you should. I figured I found him, I guess, probably about 3 or 4 months ago, looking at some of his Star Wars stuff, and his on-location photography is just so good. He makes it look so natural and so real. And yeah, he's young, and it's just impressive and, almost depressing that he's that good at that young an age. So keep an eye on him. He's only going to get better. It's great stuff.
Have we tested him to see if he's juicing?
Right.
I'm not positive, but I think Skelly and I, when I was still doing when the Skeleton's Tomb was still on, actually featured this page a while ago when we first started YouTube. I'm not positive of that, but I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm pretty sure we did that. And if you want to know how I feel about the photo when it came up, if you saw, I almost spit my beer all over my laptop. So, but you know how I feel. This is amazing, and everything he does is amazing. Ronin's right. This guy's only going to get better, and just keep an eye out on this guy. If you're not following him, you should go follow him right freaking now. Don't leave the chat. Write it down or something and go do it later.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're not here to tell you folks what to do. You do whatever you want. You're grown folk,
Man, making me out to be the bad guy already.
The next one is one of mine. This is Toy Immersion, and I mean, come on, this is so freaking good. I absolutely love this. Love the way that this was put together. I don't know what he did to that figure in the background, but it looks great as kind of a stoned figure.
He's got a whole behind the scenes on that. If you
does he?
Yeah.
I don't mean like he was high, but like he's like he was turned to stone. And just the pose on this Medusa and stuff, like this is great. I absolutely love this. So Toy Immersion, and once again another great photographer that does awesome work. So if you're not following him, check it out. Jesse?
This is great. Another person that's always killing it with amazing lighting and shots, perspectives, the coloring from that bright warm light behind Medusa, and how the cool wraps around the columns and the structures there. Yeah, and so I just pulled up and someone said he coated it in clay.
Oof.
I like that it's not just, oh, here's a perfectly defined chiseled figure that we just like painted stone colors to make it look like it. That guy's not coming back from that.
Guys?
So you guys have some of my favorite photographers on the show tonight. So I don't know if you did that on purpose or not, but I love it. But yeah, Toy Merchant always does great stuff, and I thought this was so creative the way that he thought to put that clay on that figure to give it that natural stone look, because it's rough. It's not pretty or sculpted, or it doesn't look like a figure at all. It looks like something else. And with the Medusa, it just looks perfect. The lighting's always on point. His colors are good. Great shot.
Yeah, Toy Merchant's always killed it as long as I've known of him. As a matter of fact, I remember he used to do way back when I first started. Well, not when I first started, but anyway, way back, he used to do a second photo with his logo over it, and it just had a black square around it. And I went through the trouble of removing that black square and sending him a PDF, not a PDF, a PNG of it so he could put it over the top of it, and he's never used it. Anyway, that's just a little trivia.
There you go. So yeah, give him a follow, but don't give him stuff to use in his photography. So
yeah, don't do that.
Next is one of Jesse's.
This is from sorry, I can't read the screen. Give me a second.
M_Wind Forester, which I think I have a picture from them as well.
Maybe, I don't remember. But yeah, again, a similar pose to the earlier one of the Templar in the chamber, the altar or whatever that was, but with the Maxilius, the harvester standing behind him. Just gives a totally different vibe to almost feels like a second photo later in the story where now he's surrendering to death, or death is coming to take him after whatever happened in that earlier shot, even though I know it's two different photographers. But I just thought it was really cool. And again, the colors, you get that blue and that yellowy orange up on the top side. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is really nice. I'm not, it kind of feels like, when you got like in the cartoons where you have like the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder, like it feels like he's got Maxilius kind of speaking to him there, and probably should not listen. But there's just a lot of emotion in this. I like it a lot. And I mean, dude, if you put Black Sabbath over a picture, I'm gonna look at it no matter what. So great shot though. Gentlemen,
I love this photo. It's great. I'm a little bit upset about this photo because this is the one that busted right out of the box. However, I've taken a couple of photos of it since, and they came out okay. But yeah, this photo is great, and there is a ton of emotion in that. Like you said, I'm kind of leaning more towards the surrendering to death than listening to death itself. But either way, either story is great. And like you said, Black Sabbath, how can you go wrong?
Exactly.
I'm noticing all sorts of little things about this picture I really like. The position of his head looking down and to the left. I mean, the composition on this is like textbook good. I mean, you've got the death figure in the back looking down at him, his face looking at the sword leading you to the helmet, with that little thing in the edge of the corner leading you back around to his foot. I mean, it's just textbook principle composition, good color, nice figures. I mean, it's just a great picture.
Very cool. Next one is one of mine. This is Jason B. Michael on Instagram. I'm not sure that this is how this fight would go down, but it's a really cool shot. I love the movement the way that it feels on here, like it really feels like Superman's in pain, and like just the way that he's moving, like you could see somebody getting cracked in the ribs, kind of like that. And yeah, I don't know. I just really thought this was super cool the way that this was put together. Jesse?
Well, we're learning that Curtis's new favorite thing to include in pictures is boxing and or wrestling rings. But no, this is a great shot. Yeah, the power, the posing, the action. If it was a different song, I'd agree with you on the Superman taking the hit that hard. But maybe he's who knows. But yeah, I love it. I love everything about this shot. It's really fun. The haze of the crowd and the lighting and everything it's really dynamic.
Gentlemen?
I don't have anything to say that you haven't already said. Great.
I was just gonna put in the motion on the punch is that he added. It looks like he added in post. It adds all that feeling that you're seeing in Superman getting hurt. And I disagree with you guys. Anybody get punched in the ribs by Muhammad Ali, you're gonna feel that, even if you're Superman.
All right.
Okay.
Well, there you go. You guys heard it from here first.
I can hear that you guys disagree with me.
No,
I've never been punched by either, so I can't say for certain. Next one is one of Jesse's. Looks like we got a double toy immersion.
Yep, another one from Toy Immersion with Sir Andrew and the Undead Builder. I just, seeing him swinging that flaming blade, through one of another figure, I just think is a really great pose. Of course, you've got the awesome Carver lights in there. You probably know who Dio that is, Curtis. Is that a?
I actually don't.
Box?
It doesn't look like Crashbox, no.
Well, whoever's cutting Dio it is, it's really cool as well. But just everything about this is just a really fun. Playing into the lore and the story of the figures, and I really like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure there's stand that was removed in Photoshop or whatever, like how this was done. And if he's got a behind the scenes, it'd be cool to kind of see how this was put together. But it's just a really, if you know the lore of Sir Andrew and kind of what happens with that flaming sword, and it really tells the story here, and it's awesome. Shout out to the Carver Customs lights in the picture, and love the way he kind of really made that blue on the sword pop, by just kind of adding some of that light there. So yeah, awesome stuff, guys.
Great work. You guys have said damn near everything that I noticed.
Well, see, our trick is that we get to talk first.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah,
I've noticed. I'm doing the checklist as you guys go. I'm like, making me look like a dick. Now I got nothing to say. No,
yeah, Toy Immersion always nails it, man. It's a great shot.
Yep. I did find out that I had thought that I'd sent one to Jesse for this week from M_Win Forrester. Apparently I did not send it to him, but there is an amazing group goblin shot. So when you're going out there to follow them for Jesse's picture, also take a look at that goblin photo because it's really cool. So, and that is it for shelf selections. I did have one more thing that I wanted to pull up today. So I was just at let me take this down for a second. I was at a toy show this afternoon. Visited my buddy Steve Mank from Articulated Empire. Picked up some Legions figures from him. Got an extra Swig. Got another Xylernian Guard, and picked up another Thrace. And then while I was there, I found another little table. And at that table, there was a family that was creating art together, and I thought it was super cool. So you had this lady was there with her two daughters. They all had stuff on the table, and I picked up this one. Let me move myself here and do this big. Picked up this picture from her.
That is adorable.
Yep. And then picked up this one which is an owl telling somebody to go find their own roost. Yeah,
Is that
get out of here.
watercolor and marker?
Get it.
And
Yeah,
marker?
yeah. So a couple cool paintings or cool marker drawings from the daughter. They were selling these for $3 a piece, so I picked up a couple of those. And then the mother was working on these things. These are all handmade, and it's like a little like kind of a drawing journal thing. And she does these where she like paints these like dragon eyes and then does all this like dragon scale work on the front cover of these. And I just thought they were super cool. And so I wanted to pull this up. This is their Facebook page. It's the Nightingale's Nest. And there's a QR code that takes you right to that page if anybody is interested. But I just thought it was cool. You know, you go to a toy show, you've got, you know, the Artist Alley, you've got a bunch of people there doing their own thing, and to see a whole family that's creating together, that's going to a con together and selling their stuff, I just thought was super awesome. So, you know, if that's something that interests you, check it out. They also have some bats that are homemade and different other homemade things. I just thought it was pretty cool.
Freaking love bats.
Exactly. So
I was hoping someone would pick up on
Tell me
that.
the cover again. The cover of that book.
yeah. So
Just the attention to detail on that.
and
is
if you go to that Facebook, this one. If you go to that Facebook page, she like shows like the in process. So she's got like a bunch of these eyes that she just has laid out that she's kind of painting individually, and then she puts them in the book and puts all the stuff around it. So all of this is very textured. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
you
can
can
see all
like
that.
feel all the individual like scales of the dragon stuff.
and all the individual colors of the scales and the way they
Yeah.
blend in different directions. That is amazing. And do you know, is she using UV resin for the glare in the eye?
I don't know. I think it's
sorry.
just glass. I think she's just painting like the
The
eye
back of the
and then
glass?
putting glass over it and then
Oh,
putting
nice.
these
That's-
other pieces around it. So
That's really cool.
yeah.
It is really cool.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool. Like, you know, her daughter was, I think her, you know, older daughter was doing like some cross stitch type stuff. Her younger daughter just doing the drawings with marker, and then she's doing these books and stuff. And it was just kind of neat to see a whole family creating and doing that kind of stuff. Reminded me actually of the Echevarria family and all of their family doing their creating. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go over to this table and support them a little bit and show their stuff on the show tonight. And you know,
Good on you.
like I said, maybe somebody else is would be interested in their stuff, and you know, give them a follow and you know maybe get something from them. So
I just want to say it's awesome that you're doing that, because you know I've been that, you know, younger kid in the artist alley trying to get people to notice their stuff. So that's really cool you did that, man. That's awesome.
yeah, we try. That's kind of this show is really getting to know people and sharing people's art and love for it, and you know, just trying to do what we can to let people know that there's cool folks out there. So I will not be writing diary entries in them. So initially I was thinking that I was going to get this for myself and I was going to use it as like a kind of a journal thing for as I'm at work. But then I realized it didn't have lines on the inside. And my daughter was with me and she's like, you know, who would love that is Darla, because she could do like sketches in it. She could do like drawings. So I was actually going to get, there was another one that was green that I was going to get for myself. And I was like, I'll get the purple one because Darla's a big purple fan. So this will be Darla's. So, but yes,
If you get
she does
another
look
one, you
good.
can use it as your paint recipes.
Oh, very nice. But yeah, so if Darla does some sketching in there, which I'm sure she will, we'll definitely share that.
Nice.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, tell us about yourselves. What are your, because we just kind of found out about this magazine through a photo. We're doing that shelf selection thing, and somebody had a little version of the Legions magazine in the photo, and we're like, oh, that's cool that they kind of created this thing for this photo. And then there were some people in the chat that are like, nah, they didn't do that. That's like a real thing. And we're like, wait, what? Like that's a real thing? And then we pulled it up and we're looking at it. We're like, wait, this looks really cool. Like, what is this? Who are these guys? And immediately, like people were like, hey, that's these guys here, and you should talk to them. You should have them on the show. We're like, all right, let's do it. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourselves and how all this came to be.
Ronan, you want to go, or do you want me to start with ToyMercs, and then we can go into how the magazine became and all that? Like,
Start with ToyMercs first, man, because without ToyMercs, there is no magazine. So give a little history.
That's a good idea because I'm getting there. So I started ToyMercs quite a few years back. It was myself and a guy named Toy God Original. We started ToyMercs together. And we just the thing about ToyMercs is it's always been for the community, by the community. That's, I mean, you could tell that like we have a giveaway coming up right now because we just hit 6K, and we invite people from the community to donate prizes, and then they can become part of the giveaway. And it's all about giving back to the community, and things like we we basically just invite people to collab with the page, and we provide a couple of different collabs during the week, and it doesn't matter if you aren't doing the collab. If you want to just collab with the page, you can. And our page is crazy. It's helping a lot of people, and at the moment we're growing so big, it's kind of crazy. I'm wondering if we're gonna keep doing giveaways at every 1,000 because it's been every 4 months, the last 3 months, for the last 3 giveaways. So anyhow, yeah, we started as a for the community, by the community. It's always going to be that way. It will never change. It doesn't matter how anyone thinks ever. It will always remain that way. And yeah, it doesn't matter what you're doing unless it's overly sexual and something that could damage the page. As far as Instagram is concerned, we will accept your collab no matter what. And you might even make it on the onto the Mercs Live YouTube show, which is Wednesday nights at 5:30 p.m. 5:30-ish, I should say. I'm going to change my graphic to say 5:30-ish.
What time zone?
West Coast, Pacific time.
Gotcha. Okay.
And from there, we had a giveaway. Was it the 5K giveaway where Ronin donated an art book, and it happened to be the star of the giveaway. And then Ronin hits me up with Ronin.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of things in my life, photography, a little bit of art, a little bit of odds and ends, and the toy photography has really become a big deal for me, and it's just a nice creative outlet, and I've met so many cool people, and it's such a low-key community that I really feel like it is just a great thing to be a part of. I mean, for the most part, it's very accepting people, creative people that want to help out and give something. And since the art book that I gave away, some of my old artwork, actually went over really well. And I had a lot of people after the show asking me for extra copies of it. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's awesome. Okay. And it got me thinking, what can I do to help out the community? And since I know so many really cool photographers, I was like, I want to do an art book of just toy photography. I think that would be just an awesome thing. And since I knew Deadman and the guys at ToyMercs, I was like, they've got a built-in audience. They've got a built-in library of awesome photography and awesome people. I should team up with them and do this art book. And so Deadman and I were talking one day, and I'm like, hey, I want to do this thing. And he's like, dude, nobody's going to buy an art book. And I'm like, what about a magazine?
I wasn't that mean about it.
No, he wasn't mean about it. But, after some back and forth, we decided that an art book is going to be more expensive. Only the people in the art book are probably going to buy it, or people that are really big in the community. And we wanted to try to get it to as many people as possible, and include as many people as possible. So we thought a magazine was a better way to do that. So a magazine, we're doing it quarterly at the moment. And we're fitting between 20 and 30 community features, full page community features of ToyMercs collabed artists in the magazine every time we do an issue, just to try to get spread that love, to give everybody that experience of seeing something in print. Because you see something online, you see something on Instagram, hey, that's cool, but a couple of days go by and it's buried in your feed, it's buried in somebody else's feed, you may never see it again. So unless you're somebody who's constantly pumping out content, there's a lot of really good people and a lot of really good photographers that just get unnoticed and missed out. And we thought this was a little bit more permanent of a way to highlight people and to give people something cool to look forward to and to join in. So
that's cool.
that's kind of the story behind it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like to, whenever I'm not a real great listener. So sometimes when I'm hearing people, I try to restate what they've said to make sure that I understand what they're saying. So what I hear you guys saying is basically you took our shelf selection idea that we do for our show, and you took that and collected it for several months and then put it out as a magazine to sell it and make money. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Actually, this when you when Tony Toy hit me up and said, "Hey, these guys want you on their show," I had no idea who you guys were. I mean, and Chris, I knew who you were because
Good.
I popped in Purple Gate. Jesse, I knew who you were too. I didn't know you had your own show though, because I've seen you guys both on PGG. And if it wasn't for the guys over at the Shadow Nose Network, I wouldn't even have known of them. So, so no, we didn't steal your idea.
Gotcha.
Guys,
right. No, I diced it.
I mean, if it hurts your feelings that bad, guys, we haven't finished the second issue yet. It's really close. We could put an ad in for your show if it makes you feel
we have all of our shelf selections for like the last 3 years. So if you need some extra photos, just let us know. We can shoot them your way. But no, I in seriousness, I hear exactly what you're saying, and we 100% agree. Like, there's so much art and creativity that just gets buried in social media because of stupid algorithms or whatever. And so that's what we try to promote as well, is just try to make sure that people are aware of what's going on out there and follow these folks and try to recognize this creativity, because it's real easy to kind of fall into that black hole of get your stuff getting buried and everything, and then get discouraged and then not want to do it. And that's just not a good place mentally for people to be. I see so many people within this community that have just a ton of talent, but if they, post it, well, Ian was saying it earlier. I mean, he does amazing work, and he says like he has these moments of like he's just creating a bunch of stuff, and then it kind of dies down, and then it, kind of. So you definitely want to make sure that if you see people that are doing awesome stuff, that you let them know about it to encourage them to keep doing awesome stuff. And so I think this is just awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I say about that when it comes to Instagram is I've said it a lot. I've made multiple story posts. I believe I even posted it on on the ToyMercs page, and it was pinned for a while, that there's a lot of really cool people in your feed.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you check your feed. Don't just go through and go to all your collab groups and like all their photos and then close Instagram, because there's a lot of really cool people out there doing a lot of really cool things that aren't in your collab groups.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So now, how long has this been going on? You've done 2 issues so far? Is that it?
Technically, we've only printed 1. Issue 2 is supposed to go to print at the end of the month.
Okay.
But we're taking pre-orders right now if anybody wants to get in on that. Issue 1, we printed a
let
few
me
months
embiggen
ago,
you real quick.
and we've got.
Oh, that's awesome.
If I can, actually flip through without dropping it.
Yeah, Ronin was actually afraid to send me a copy of the magazine because of how high quality it was. He thought I was going to be mad, but I'm not mad at all. It is super high quality. It's insane.
That's beautiful. So and then I'm assuming that like these folks know that their art is in here and stuff. And
we definitely make sure that they send the best version of their photo. We don't want to just take it from Instagram and blow it up because it's going to look like garbage.
Yeah.
So yeah, every single person knows.
That's got to be like awesome to if you've put this thing out there, you're not sure if people are going to notice it or care or whatever, and then somebody contacts you like, hey, we want to put this in our magazine. Like, dude, that's going to be awesome.
I don't know. It's never happened to me.
I think it's really cool because as much fun as we have doing the shelf selections, it's a video, and I try to do the recap every week where I share the pictures and tag everybody that allows to be tagged. But like you said, with Instagram and social media, that disappears. Like this, it's not going to last forever. But like for our lifetimes, the people that are making these things, if they get copies of these things, that just says as a cool thing to have. And I've not wanted to own a magazine for something I've been into since Wizard disappeared forever ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, once payday swings back around, I'm gonna order issue 1 and pre-order issue 2. So,
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I mean,
if there's some sort of subscription list to get on where it just automatically happens, I'm doing that.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
yeah, we need to get you guys there.
Yeah, we've got plans for the subscription list for anybody who wants it, but we don't have that set up yet due to the economic situation and the uneven
Gotcha.
orders. We're trying to wait till things even out to make sure that the pricing is set right, because we don't want to accidentally rip anybody off if we can start ordering more, and we don't want to accidentally start losing money if pricing goes up for some reason either. So we're trying to wait for that.
To add to that, right when we went to print was right when all the tariffs hit, and our print costs doubled overnight. It was crazy. So we went nuts for a couple of days, like talking about this, trying to figure out where to source our printing, and we were always printing in the United States, but we weren't necessarily printing with someone who was using paper from the United States. It was hairy, and it still ended up costing more than it was supposed to originally cost. But I'm happy with what happened, how it happened, and the fact that we're going on to issue number 2.
It was kind of a blessing. It was kind of a blessing in disguise too, though, because we were looking at like really standard, kind of cheap, just thin, glossy magazine stuff, kind of like a catalog. And what we ended up going with was like, cardstock, full gloss UV cover with 80-pound glossy text paper on the inside, and we've got, 54 pages of photos and content, and that was more than we originally planned on doing. So that little delay actually, I think, helped us make a better quality product.
So
really? I thought you did it just behind my back just to make me come on.
So right now I only subscribe to one magazine, and it's the Toy Collector magazine.
Yeah.
And I've actually only been we had was it Blake that was on the show? We had the gentleman from the Toy Collector magazine on the show. And then he was talking about it, and I guess they actually go through Big Bad Toy Store, right? And they sell through Big Bad Toy Store. So you're going and buying toys and stuff. You can just throw that in there, or you can subscribe, and it actually gets fulfilled out of Big Bad Toy Store. So like it comes when it comes. I think it's every other month. So you for a year you get 6 issues. It comes directly from Big Bad Toy Store, whether you ordered anything else or not. So not sure if that's something that you guys have explored, but it may be something worth talking to them about, because then they're
not something we've explored.
Because I mean, the stuff that you guys are doing, photography of, is going to sell toys. I mean, I can tell you that I've seen enough photos on Instagram that I've immediately said, I need to own that, right? So whereas Toy Collector is really kind of talking about like what new toys are coming out, and it's got articles with different, vendor or different like toy creators and stuff like that. I think your guys' thing fills a different need, which is like just seeing how cool these toys can look. But at the same time, it's something that I think would be excellent for them and their catalog. So, I'm not a spokesperson for Big Bad Toy Store. We do know some folks that work there, and we've interviewed the gentleman from Toy Collector magazine. So if that's something that you guys are ever interested in exploring, we can definitely try to hook you up with the right people. But I think that would be awesome.
Let Jesse talk, and then I'll comment on that.
I'm going to say, I think, was that on Purple Gang Gang? Because I don't remember that at all.
Oh, you know what? It was probably on, I think it was on OffWorld. Oz got him.
Oh, okay.
It was an OffWorld. Yeah.
I was like, you said Blake, and I was thinking of our Blake, Recon Rage Blake. And
No.
Wait.
No.
And then I was just like, I don't remember talking
Blake
to anybody
Wright.
from a magazine before.
No, it was an
Yes,
OffWorld
Blake
episode.
Wright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually was. Go ahead, finish.
No, you're good.
I actually was on Oz's show on a Saturday night with Blake, and we didn't want to talk about it then, and we haven't connected since. And Blake, if you want to hit me up on Instagram, it's Deadman1. It's WON at the end. It's winning in past tense. Please hit me up. It would be nice to talk to you. Or you should probably hit up Digital Ronin.
There you go.
He knows more about all this than I do.
Yeah,
I'm more of an idea guy than an execution guy. I'm much better at
I'm the unofficial publisher, I guess.
we also
you're 100% the publisher. I'm pretty sure it says Digital Ronin Publishing in the magazine.
well, we've also had our good friend Jesse Fire Rising, amazing photographer. He's been on the show a few times, and we've showed off his work and shelf selections several times.
Amazing.
And he recently just got a job working with Big Bad Toy Store. He's doing a lot of their photography now. So he's another one that has kind of the ends with Big Bad Toy Store. And so, like I said, if you guys are interested and you want us to kind of connect you with any of those folks, let us know. But I think what you're doing is amazing. And yeah, it's one that immediately, if there's a subscription for it, it's like, sign me up. I'm in. So yeah, once you guys work out the details. Now I did see when Jesse had this on the screen, it said something about get it on iTunes. How does that work?
So Apple's got a digital magazine publication service where you can get books and magazines and things through online.
Oh, okay.
For international readers, because shipping overseas is ridiculous.
Gotcha.
We decided to make it fair so that they can get a copy without having to pay $40 to get it shipped to Chile, for example.
Yeah.
We just decided the best way to do it was to give them a digital copy, but that's kind of not the point of the magazine. So we didn't want to just do that.
Yeah, because you could just go on Instagram and see it digitally. Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't want to just open that option up to everybody in the world, but to make sure that everybody could see it, and the people that are contributing from overseas, if they didn't want to help, deal with the shipping or anything, then they could still get a copy for themselves, especially if they're in the books. We thought it was only fair.
That's also not to say that won't change in the future.
Yeah.
I've gotten some ideas from another group of people that do a magazine called Signal Magazine. It's a horror-based magazine. So Ronin, we should actually talk about that. And maybe not.
There's some print-on-demand options and other things we're looking at. And as far as Big Bad Toy Store goes, they're been on my list of people to ask about this for months now. And to be perfectly honest, my day job has been like keeping me really, really busy, and I just have not had the time to actually write a professional email out to them, because I think that would be awesome, because they've taken enough of my money over the years that it would be nice to get something out of it.
I mean, it just feels like it synergizes really well. I mean, if it wasn't for Toy Collector and them already kind of branching out into the magazine thing, I wouldn't even think about it. But since they're already kind of in that world, this feels like it just fits right along with that. So
I think so too, and I think it's different enough. It would be a good companion book, because we're focusing on the community and more how-to stuff, and they're doing more news and action figure type stuff, and focusing on the actual figures themselves, whereas we're trying to focus on the community itself and how they can participate with it. So.
And I think, our buddy Jesse, with him doing the working with the photography for Big Bad Toy Store and stuff, I think it's something that he would definitely want to get behind. But, I don't want to speak for him, but I do think that it's something that he would have interest in. So,
well, issue 2 here, issue 2 has 2 covers. The back page has a cover too. So, Little Plastic Heroes has the back cover. So,
gotcha.
We're reaching out to those people that we know of in the community that are working with places like Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store and stuff, and getting them as part of the magazine. Maybe that'll help. I never thought about that. I just thought maybe the community wanted to hear from them.
Yeah. So as far as the cover, so you've got I see on the one here it says creator spotlight. Is that who did the cover for that, or
In each issue, in issue 1, the creator spotlight is Toy God Original, and since he was one of the founders of ToyMercs, we thought it was only appropriate to have him featured in the first issue. Okay. So we've got a 6-page interview with him in the first issue, with a whole bunch of full-page features, and a bunch of other things. In issue 2, we've actually got 2 features, one for each cover, one for the front cover, one for the back cover. So the front cover, we've got Wanna Be Like Mike, which, if you're not following him, does amazing work, really cool guy.
Yeah, go do that.
And then, like Dem said, Little Plastic Heroes, who is another great creator, on the back. And we've got interviews with both of them, and at least 6 photos of theirs on the inside too. So it's kind of a double featured,
And-
two-sided magazine.
And also with ToyMercs being for the community by the community, we thought that it was fitting that the smaller creator, no offense, Mike, the smaller creator gets the cover, because the creator with all the followers and all that, they can, they still get a cover. It's not like they're not important. It's just this, want to uplift the smaller people in the community, bring them up.
Well, I just followed both of those individuals, so I mean, just looking at it, like, yeah, definitely awesome work. So super cool.
Yeah, well, Mike does some amazing Legions work. You guys will get a kick out of that.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at just some of his pictures. The Batman and Superman and Legions, and Predator. Like, yeah, super, love it. Awesome. So right now,
real quick,
go ahead.
Bring up a couple comments real quick from GL Shaw, aka Tour Nerd. Looking forward to issue 2. Honored to be asked to have a photo in it. Thank you, gents.
Woohoo.
Then 2 questions. First one from William Houston. Have you printed any of 1/6 shooter stuff, or are you more about discovering new talent?
Well, here I'd like to answer this one. I've actually approached Trevor in the past about some photography stuff, and to be honest, I'm a little scared to approach him now. He wasn't rude. He just left me on red. No offense. And Trevor knows who I am because he's a host on Moz, and I used to send my photos over there a lot. Now that I don't have time to watch that show because I'm at work and all, I don't really do that anymore, which is terrible because I love Moz and I love that show. But yeah, I would love to feature some of his work if he wants to be involved.
Here's what actually, Jesse, can you embiggen me for a second? Thanks. I want to just turn off my camera real quick just to kind of show you something here. So this is Trevor kissing me, which is a yearly event that happens at Legion's Con. And I show that to tell you that, like, I feel pretty close with Trevor. And at Legion's Con last year, he was giving away a thing where he would photograph somebody's figure, right? It was a drawing thing, and my name got drawn. And so he drew my name to photograph my figure. That was in November of this past year. It is now July. That has not happened. He's got the figure. He's had it since November. Hasn't happened. But the reason is he has been just bombarded this year. So not sure if you guys are aware, but Four Horsemen had decided to do a 10-year anniversary book. And because of that, it required him to go back and redo a lot of the photography that had been done for the past 10 years. So he was just swamped for the first half of this year. Then obviously they had the Dragon campaign. They just did another wave that they had out. So he has been just busy nonstop with stuff. I say that to just let you know, like, he's just been super busy. So I wouldn't take it like personally.
I apologize if it sounded like I was feeling some sort of way about it or anything. It's just also like, I know he's busy. I know he's working a lot, and with the magazine, we don't want to use photos that are made for a company to use as promotions.
Yep.
So if Trevor ever gets the time to do a photo he wants to do and wants to go ahead and submit it to the magazine, we're more than down. I'd actually like to interview him and give him a whole feature if he was into it.
Yeah, we've actually talked about that. He's one of the people we've talked about approaching for an article or a feature, because I really admire his work. He seems to be a pretty cool guy. But to answer the second part of that original question, we are trying to do a good mix of bigger accounts and smaller accounts, because we want to encourage new photographers and smaller accounts and people that don't have company contracts and aren't sponsored to actually keep doing this, because they're the future of the community. And without them, we would have half the stuff. So, we are definitely keeping an eye out for the bigger guys too, but we want to keep the smaller guys involved too.
Yeah. I actually, and I'm not trying to like name drop or anything, but I actually just interviewed Trevor for a different thing for my other YouTube show like 2 hours ago.
Nice.
And he told me, he's like, I just want to like take photos of some stuff that's my stuff that I just want to do. He's like, I just don't have any time right now. Like, so yeah, I just know he's like, this year has been super packed. And hopefully now that we're getting past this Horrors of Isomol wave and the Dragon's done and the book's done, hopefully at this point he can kind of start mixing in some of the stuff that he wants to do. Because I love seeing his, like you said, not the stuff that you're doing for companies to like sell the product, but like stuff that you do because it's your passion and you want to do, right? Like it shows that stuff comes out for sure.
Well, I mean, I feel like with his work in particular, there's definitely a passion involved. Like his photos are amazing. He puts his heart and soul into every single one of those, and I hope he has a lot of heart and soul left, and he can keep going. But yeah, the thing with it is we don't want to feature that in the magazine because also I mean, we can get in a lot of trouble for that because at that point, like Mythic Legions owns those photos, you know. So, like I said, if he gets the time and wants to be involved, I'm more than happy to have him involved. I would love to sit down and interview him personally as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, one more question, real quick, Curtis.
Oh, go ahead.
Unless you had another thought on that.
No, have at it.
Junkian, Mike from Junkian Crafts and Builds asks, Digital Ronin, what's the rig that you use for your photos? What lens is your go-to?
He just grabs it.
This happened to be sitting right behind me. So usually I have a Sony A7R4, and this is a 28-79 Tamron 2.8 lens. So it's not super long, not super wide. Does most of what I need to do. And the A7R4 is 60 megapixels. So if I need to crop in after the fact or change, what I'm doing, I've got plenty of resolution to do it. So, I mean, I've done phone pictures. I've done stuff with a, 15-year-old Canon, Rebel. So if you know what you're doing and you've got good lighting and composition and color and everything, you don't need fancy gear, but that's what I've got. So that's what I use.
Awesome. Jesse, did you have something else?
Yeah, Trevor heard you and he said, "Oh man, sorry, you hit me up the day before Legions Con 23. Didn't mean intentionally ghost you, just probably got lost at the time."
It's all good, man.
Yeah. I'm actually responding to him in the chat right now.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
But yeah, I saw that. Trevor, it's great, man.
But I love like the idea of what you guys are trying to do. Like we kind of have that same thing. Like, we want to highlight folks in the community, and there's certain times like the Maxed Out Studios tonight. Like I know we've featured Maxed Out Studios a bunch of times, and people know like he does amazing stuff. But sometimes it's just so cool that you still want to feature it. But when we try to get stuff out there that's maybe people haven't heard of before. We had the JLB tonight that like he just started an Instagram account for this. Like, it's important to get those kind of folks out there as well, so that you're supporting these people that are just getting into this, and make sure that they know that people care about what they're doing. So I think what you guys are doing is awesome, and definitely going to be ordering the first one, and then the second magazine. Do you have? It looks like pre-ordered. Do we know a time frame on that?
We're supposed to go to print by the end of the month, and then it should ship hopefully middle of August.
Oh, very cool.
A little bit of a delay on the last one, so if things get printed and shipped on time, we should be shipping out the middle of August.
Very nice.
Sorry, I'm actually responding to a fellow admin.
We're trying not to get too far ahead of ourselves. We're already planning issue 3. Issue 3 should be shipping in October, and so we're hoping it to be an all horror issue.
Oh,
so,
nice.
What do you mean hoping? It's going to be an all horror issue. It's all there is to it.
That's cool.
We're both big horror guys, and we're really looking forward to that.
You guys are talking about this is making me want to like crack out my old Rebel and try to get some good shots now.
You should.
Yeah,
I use the Rebel, and like I think my shots have improved a lot. Ronin's helped me out a lot with that, honestly. One thing he told me was to edit it and post it from my computer. And like the first time I did that, I was like, holy shit, that is a huge difference. Because I was taking the shots and I was importing it to my phone and I was editing it all on my phone, and it's like this big. And then by the time I put it up on Instagram, it's just like fuzzy. Like it didn't matter how hard I tried, it was just fuzzy. But anyway. Sorry.
Trevor says I'm overexposed anyways. No pun.
So is Curtis. Real quick. Oh,
go ahead.
Got a super chat from Blake, our other Blake, Recon Rage. Thank you. Was that fist mask? I don't know what that is. Dead Man and Digital Ronin.
Fist bumps and smiles.
Oh, okay. Fist bumps and smiles. Thanks, Dead Man and Ronin, for creating this magazine. I love being able to have all of this cool art in my hands. Digital art is cool, but when you turn the electronics off, that all disappears.
Thanks so much, man. We're so glad to hear that people appreciate the stuff that we're doing. So
I was very appreciative to hear that.
So within the magazine, like how is it laid out? Like do you try to like group like toy lines together, or it's just all over, just you're just flipping through and it's just maybe a Marvel, a Legion, a DC, another Marvel, like it's how do you guys figure out how it's going to be put together?
When I'm laying it out, so far it's just been kind of first come first serve and just kind of randomized, and it's kind of worked out well. If like this one is very similar to this one, I'll move things around so that there's always some contrast to characters and color to really let each one shine individually, because I don't want to put things that are too over any picture side by side. Nobody. I'll spread them out to do that, but yeah, we really try to mix it up. We've talked about doing an annual after 4 issues, after a year's worth of this stuff, and then maybe trying to group things into categories like Marvel, DC, Mythic, that sort of thing, just so you could just see all your favorite characters all in one spot. But at least for the magazine, we're just trying to mix it up.
And then, like you said, you're planning on doing the horror themed one. Is that something else that are you thinking about doing other themes after that, or is that kind of a one-off situation?
We'll see.
Okay.
We've talked about it, and we don't want to get too specific. That one just happened to fall that based on our initial print schedule, based on our first conversations and just setting this all up. It just happened to fall in October, and I said, "Oh, if we're shipping in October, it's got to be a horror issue. Halloween's the end of the month. We both love Halloween and horror stuff. It's just got to be." We've talked about either doing a seasonal issue, like if the 4th issue comes out in January, doing a winter themed issue for that one, just because it's the darkest, gloomiest, coldest part of the year. Why not try to do something cool with it?
I love like snow vehicles, snow figures, like any kind of winter or Arctic vibe, like having an issue that was like a lot of winter themed stuff, I think would be super cool. So yeah.
Another thing we've talked about doing is doing one-off special issues. If we keep doing this and the community keeps supporting it, Deadman's had some really cool ideas for one-offs that don't really fit in the magazine publication schedule. So they may not have like articles and stuff in it the way the regular magazine does. It could just all be features based on a certain theme. So
and also maybe a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A little cheaper, a little more affordable. So or a little bigger. I mean, depending on what it is. We talked about it.
Mudscuffer. Mudscuffer is a long time ToyMercs supporter. He's been there from the absolute beginning.
Sounds like he knows you well.
Mudscuffer was one of the guys who used to watch myself and Toy God doing drunk lives on Instagram at like 3 a.m. my time, and which is West Coast, and he's not. He's on the East Coast. But he was up watching us for at least a year. And then all this happened, and he's just been all about it ever since. So shout out to Mudscuffer. I love that guy, and he also does really great photography. And he does it all with an iPhone, and he does it all. He sets if you look at his photography, it looks like he has an entire world set up like a world builder, but he doesn't. He sets it all up on his bed, on him and his wife's bed. He puts down this giant piece of I don't know, what is it? It's a piece of plywood or something. I don't know. But he sets it up and he sets up all these buildings. And he does really like deep shots, kind of like Skyjo Walker, if you know who he is. Like a lot of background, like just buildings and everything. And yeah, he does some amazing work. Go follow Mud Scuffer.
Very cool. Check that out. I see this from Dusty. He says, any thoughts on doing an artist spotlight like David Williams, Sean Scavarna, Mike Zarzula? I believe he's talking about like digital art, that kind of thing, rather than just photography. Is that something that you guys would ever see in the magazine as some sort of digital art, or is it really trying to be photography based?
You want me to answer this?
I think either one of us could, so go ahead.
Yeah, we've talked about it because I think looking at what the figures that we love are from, I mean, it's mostly comic books and movies and pop culture and nostalgia from our youth and that sort of thing. And art really ties into that. I mean, I think they really go hand in hand. And one of the things that we've talked about doing is to try to, get a comic book artist or, some sort of mainstream pop culture artist that would fit those themes in the magazine at some point as an interview or a feature. And I do think that would be really cool because I do think I don't want to stray too far about our community roots because I mean, that's the whole point of the magazine. And I don't want us to get too far away from that. But I do think that some of that stuff would make a great supplemental feature because it is, like I said, so closely tied to the action figures and the toys that we love.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about like action figure lines, like if I just take Mythic Legions, for example, you've got the great like box art and different things from Nate March, and then you've got the photography from Trevor, and they really do kind of go hand in hand. So like you get something like a Figure Obscura release, and you're in awe by the pictures. Like that's the first, like you get the reveal and it's the pictures. You're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And then you get like within a week or two, you get the figure in hand and you get to see Nate's box art with it. And it just kind of ties it all together. So yeah, I get what you're saying. They do, very much go hand in hand. And that's gone all the way back to, like Masters of the Universe in the early 80s and all this and that. Like the box art and the photography and the commercials, like all of that rolls into what got us to buy those toys, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesse, did you have something?
No, sorry. I'm having a severe.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
You're going to do one of these. I didn't know if you were going to talk or what.
You all right?
Yeah, I talk too much, man. So if I'm interrupting you, just tell me to shut up.
No, I'm just struggling with I thought I had a sinus infection that was on the way out, and it feels like it kicked back in since last night. So,
man, bourbon and lemon,
or maybe it's allergies or what, I don't know. But
I would love to see Jesse drink some bourbon and lemon.
Bourbon, lemon, and honey, man. Seriously,
I would pay to see Jesse just drink some bourbon.
Try to make sure that the honey is local as well. That will help a lot.
Okay.
You get sinus infections from a lot of weird shit, and most of it has to do with pollen and the way it embeds itself in there. And local honey helps with that because it just helps your body dispel all of the local things that you're allergic to.
Gotcha.
Sure. Okay.
Awesome. So, how the name Legions Magazine? Where'd that come from?
Oh, this was an argument for days.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna let Ronin tell it though. Because,
Oh.
Do you want me to tell? I'll tell it.
Go for it. I don't care.
So
I'll chime in.
I'll start and we'll let Ronin follow up, I guess. Sorry to dictate how your show goes, but
You're fine.
So when Ronin came to me with the idea, he wanted to call it Legions Magazine, and there is an American Legions Magazine, and I was worried about there being a real tie to Mythic Legions with the magazine, and we got that early on. I think
that's the only reason we got you on tonight.
I figured, and it looks like you guys did your research and knew better by the time we were here. So that's I did have a concern about that. Ronin can vouch for that. However, I did say it, and it's actually on all of our posts. Every single ToyMercs post says there's a couple of taglines that are in all of them. One of them is "Have fun, be creative, don't be dicks to each other."
Mhm.
Another one is "We are all ToyMercs, you are ToyMercs," and at the end, it's ToyMercs are Legion, and that can be taken so many different ways. A lot of people could take it with Mythic Legion. Some people could take it with demons. Some people could take it with Warhammer. You know, and as soon as we hit 3K, I did a big post about ToyMercs are Legion. I started saying it. Toy God went on a live show. They were asking him about ToyMercs because they knew that he was one of the founders. And one of the things he said about ToyMercs is ToyMercs are Legion. And Ronin just said, you know what, if we're going to do a magazine, we're going to roll with this. And we talked about it for days and days and days and days and days and days. And I was like, okay, we could do that. Just put the smiley in the corner. It's all good.
Basically, it is the legions of toy photographers that make this hobby and this community great, and that was the whole idea behind it, tying into ToyMercs and Mythic Legions and the Roman legions and every other legions that you could think of. Like you said, Warhammer legions. There's so many different legions of everything, and it just all fit, and it was appropriate, and we couldn't think of anything better, so we ran with it.
It works.
I think it's a great name. I think there's. Go ahead, Curtis.
Nope, you're right.
I think it's a great name because it, like you said, it can mean so many different things, and unfortunately, so many of us, if we're into a thing and that's got like a bold name, or a name that is more unique or whatever, anytime you see that name come up on something else, you think it's automatic related, even though internally you're like, I know this isn't related. But I think it's cool, and as much as we love Mythic and Cosmic Legions over here on this channel and in the community we're really involved in, like it's just, I don't know. I think it's really cool, and that you're able to pull so much. I was scrolling through your Instagram feed. How long have you guys been doing the ToyMercs? Like, how long is that?
ToyMercs has been around since I think early 2022.
Okay.
It was it was literally, we were talking about how our friend Mudscuffer was watching us on lives and stuff. It was literally a drunken live complaining about gatekeeping in the community. There's actually, if you buy the first issue of Legions magazine, I actually explain the beginning of this. It's all right there and on page 1. The article's called "Dead Man Talking," right? Right, Ronin?
Yep.
It's right there. And I explain all of this, and it was an accident. I didn't mean to. I just up and said it. I want to start a feature page that doesn't have all this gatekeeping and all this garbage, and people bowing down to the page that helps them, and so the next day, being drunk, remembering that I said it, I thought I was out. I was like, I was drunk. It's cool. Everyone's going to be okay. But no, and everybody in that live hit me up. So where's your feature page? Where's it at? Where's it at? What's this? Where's it at? So I did it. I called it ToyMercs, and here we are today.
And
awesome.
Jesse, you said that it's kind of unfortunate that the name makes you think a certain franchise, and I don't think so. I think it's a positive.
No, yeah, that's actually great.
Because
but
we support all legions here, and all the Four Horsemen stuff and the Mythic Legion stuff is a big part of it. So I think it's right in.
I tell you what, if we were doing the shelf selections, I guess it was last week, and we saw this picture with a bunch of skeletons sitting around, and they're holding this magazine that says Legions on it. If that magazine says, toy photos or something, we probably don't even say anything about it. But the fact that they're sitting around like reading a magazine that says Legions, are like, oh, that's cool. He created a little Legions magazine, and that led to the whole discussion. So
it got your attention.
It definitely did. Well, and then when I pull up the page and I immediately see issue 2, and it's got the legendary barbarian on the front of it, I'm like, sold, take my money. Like, where do I sign up? So
thank you for that. I appreciate it.
I should clarify. Not that the name specifically for your guys' magazine, but just I see it all the time with when the horsemen do a reveal or something. Like if you see a certain set of armor or a shape, someone's like, "Oh, that's supposed to be this Warhammer figure."
That's a tribute
when
to
they
Apocalypse. That's a tribute to
when they
Cobra
make it,
Commander. Yeah.
you know,
Like,
if
no,
it's
that's
one thing
what,
if it makes
that's
you,
what you see when you look at it, but that doesn't mean.
and that's fine. It's just that like when you see something and you're like, "Oh, that means this," when it's like, well, you know, maybe not. You know,
Yeah, does it? Does
it's
it mean
more of
that?
that. It's more of a that.
Well, it's also I mean, maybe a little bit by design. It might just be there just to grab you as well, because I'm involved with a huge Warhammer community, and I'm involved with a slightly large Mythic Legions community. I mean, as a matter of fact, I can pull up Mythic Legions right here on my desk, and I can
Good
pull
one
up
too.
a Warhammer figure right here on my desk as well. And it's, I mean, it's not really by design, but at the same time, it just works out. You know, everybody here, they see the word Legion and they think of they think of something and they gravitate to it. So here we are doing this. Sorry if we disappointed you.
No, not at all.
You did not. So I'm looking at like the cover for issue 2, and it says community photos, which we've clearly talked about. Then it says Photoshop tutorial, says custom diorama tutorial. So are those going to be like reoccurring segments, or is that kind of like that's this issue's kind of one-off segments, and then you've got other things planned for down the road? Like what are the thoughts on that?
Ronin, you want this or?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it is we want to give the community something that will help them out, and so it's kind of crimes of opportunity. Since I'm the person laying out the magazine and doing a lot of the writing and things, I'm doing the Photoshop tutorials because I was asked to, because I do a lot of Photoshop in my pictures, for better or worse. And it's something that a lot of people ask me about. So I think, oh, well, the community would get a kick out of this. The issue 1, we had a feature from Sonic Craig from the UK, and a step-by-step of behind the scenes of how he made a custom Warhammer figure.
That is an in-depth article, by the way. It's nuts.
He took a McFarlane Warhammer figure and made a custom Calgar Space Marine 2 figure, and with 3D printed parts and custom paint, and just it's over the top. It's pretty impressive. And he's got a whole line of these that he's done on his page. So in the second issue, you know, dioramas is something else that people are always asking Deadman about, because Deadman's, you know, done quite a few dioramas in his day. And so we thought this will be really cool. So we're actually got Jedi Jack, who's, you know, really big in Star Wars and some of the other communities, to do a basic diorama tutorial for us. And then in issue 3,
mostly because I didn't want to do one. Those are diorama for you. That's not correct.
Yeah. So issue 3, it'll be something else. You know, it may be a custom figure. It may be, you know.
And again, it's not about shining the spotlight on ourselves. You know, it's about giving it to the community. Like the first issue is filled with not filled, but all the ad spaces is people from the community doing community things, and we're trying to keep rolling that over as long as we can before we have to start paying for ads or have to get paid for ads. I don't ever want to do that, but I know running a magazine at some point Ronin has to get paid. He does a lot of work for this. I know that. You know, I mean, I don't necessarily need to get money because it's ToyMercs is like my passion. Like I live it for the most part. And where was I going with that? I'm just kidding. But yeah, you wouldn't believe how many people actually ghost us on ads. We give people like chance to just give us an ad for free. Like you don't have to pay for it at all. Just make a little thing up and then they just ghost us.
You know, I just was going in and checking and making sure that I was following both of you. And Ronin, like I just realized, like you've actually got it pinned to your Instagram right now. That Red Hood shot. It's
Mhm.
like one of my favorite shots this year.
Oh,
like-
really? You've seen that? Awesome. Thanks.
Oh, we had it as a shelf selection. At one
Oh, I
point.
missed that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. It's phenomenal. Like
Thanks, man.
I thought that was great. I have no idea how you did. Like, there's all the the blurring and stuff, and it looks like it's actually in motion. Have no idea how you did it. But yeah, it's awesome. So
Yeah, that is a lot of Photoshop time, is what that is. That is
Gotcha.
a stock photo.
well,
I
that's
took the
why.
picture
Hey,
of the
that's why you
car
got to do
and
the
then-
Photoshop tutorials. So there you go.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's awesome. I love that one. So cool. So what, so people can go to the web. You had that. Oh, you already took it down, Jesse. So you can go on here. I actually just ordered the first magazine, pre-ordered
thanks,
the second magazine. For me, it was $8 shipping. So $15.95, $8 shipping. I'd ask you to, if you want to create an account for when next time you log in, just make it a little bit faster. So yeah, if you folks are interested, go in and the first one is available. Second one is on pre-order, and show some support for these guys, because I think this is just really cool for what you guys are doing, and for the folks that are involved in this, and getting their stuff highlighted. That's really cool stuff.
No, we appreciate that. And we're trying to get that price down, but at the moment it's paying. We're not making money off this. It's paying
Yeah.
for shipping
Yeah.
and supplies and
Yeah.
everything else in printing. So we know the price is probably a little high, but we're working on that, and we thank you for supporting us anyway, because the money goes straight back into the magazine.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I think I think that's pretty comparable. I know the toy collector one. Let's see. I don't know if they've got a price individually on
When
it.
I pulled that up on Big Bad Toy Store, it was right around $15, like 14 something. I think.
Yeah, for a single one. But I think if you get the subscription for the year, I think it works out to be like $12 an issue or something. If you sign up for the whole year, so you can save a little bit of money by doing that. But I think that's pretty comparable. I mean, and especially with you guys you're doing it on your own right now. You're not working with somebody like them to, help facilitate with the printing and shipping and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's awesome. And just great content too. So I'm
We're having a lot of
excited.
fun with it. We're trying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. So what else you guys got going on? Do you guys do any toy shows or anything else? You guys hit any of those up?
No, Ronin, do this one. I really have to relieve myself. So go for it, Ronin.
So I live in the middle of nowhere, so
Okay.
I don't get to go to a lot of toy shows in person. I would like to change that, or if the magazine gets big enough to justify it, I would love to actually attend shows for the magazine, because I'd love to meet some of these people in person and hang out and actually get to talk shop with people, because that's half the fun, right?
Yeah.
And get to buy things that I can't get locally. That always helps too. But we've got a YouTube show that was just based on the ToyMercs page on Instagram. That we do something kind of similar to you guys, but we do our own commentary, overly critical review of figures and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And try to have fun with it, and do some community features and that sort of thing too. But as far as in-person shows, Deadman's been to a few this year, and he lives on the West Coast, so he's a little closer to a lot of the action. And I think he's going to LA Comic Con here later this year. Not LA Comic Con, LA Toy Con later this year. Or is it LA Comic Con? He can tell you when he gets back. But we'll see. At the moment, I'm a little isolated, so it's a little harder for me to get places.
Gotcha. So yeah, folks on YouTube, it's ToyMercs at ToyMercs. Looks like I think you said every Wednesday. Is that right?
Every Wednesday night, 5:30 West Coast, 8:30 East Coast.
Looks like anywhere from an hour to hour and a half show, typically. A lot of toy news and toy commentary, so that's cool. That's right up everybody's alley. So I think it may conflict with some other Legions type shows that are going on at the same time, so people may have to catch it on replay. But hey,
Which
replay
is perfectly
works as well.
fine. Yeah. No, we know that Wednesday is a crowded time slot, and we don't
Yeah.
want anybody to miss their favorite show for us. It's all good. You
Yeah.
can always go back and watch
No,
it
we
later.
want everyone to miss our show for us.
There you go. Yeah, skip everything, whatever you guys got going on.
Come over to ToyMercs. We care about you. We actually care about
if
you.
your kid has soccer or something, they don't need that shit, you know.
No,
They
let us know about your kid going to soccer.
Yeah. Just, they can walk. It's fine.
Well, I know you said you're West Coast and middle of nowhere, but if you guys ever get a chance to come out to, I mean, obviously you like more toys than just Legions, but if you ever get a chance to make it to the Legions Con event in November in New Jersey, it's really cool because it's all about the community aspect of the Legion stuff. So
it's a con like no other, and I know we're gonna sound like total homers here because yes, we do collect. I mean, I got Mythic Legions all behind me and stuff, but folks that are not just into Legions. I mean, you talk to like Robo or somebody that does like all these different toy lines, and they come to Legions Con and they go, "This is just different." It's completely different because you've got a room full of people that are creating customs and creating art with the figures. It's not just selling stuff. There's a lot of tables that you go to at Legions Con where they're not selling anything. They're just showing their art. And it's cool. It's a totally different environment. And like, it's not one of those toy shows that you walk in and kind of walk around the floor a couple times and then take off. Like, people just stay all day. Like, they come in, they stay all day. And then after it's done, the show is in the hotel. So then people just like hang out in the lobby and just like, they just hang out all day, all night, like talking and laughing and having a good time. It really is a cool event. There's folks that have brought their spouse, brought their kids or whatever that have no interest in the line whatsoever, and they fall in love with the community just because it's just such a nice event. So if you ever, I mean, listen, they have made New Jersey a vacation spot for me. Do I need to say anything else? I mean, that's
wow.
know.
I mean, I've been.
To be fair, he lives in Missouri, so anywhere could be a vacation spot.
All right, okay.
But each year, I've got to put in. I hey, I'm going to go for a week in New Jersey, and my boss is like, "Why?" Exactly. It's just that cool. So, but yeah, I know, San Diego Comic-Con is coming up pretty soon. It's like 2 weeks away on the West Coast. I think Designer Con comes up in November in Nevada. So there's some West Coast type stuff, but
I will personally be at LA Comic-Con this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm in deep with some people. We're gonna go there and do some things.
That's cool. Have a
So
little
mysterious.
fun, do a little work, do it. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel like, I need to like? I feel like this was kind of like a warning or something. It's like, do we need to like report this to somebody? Like, what kind of things?
Yeah, you might need to. I mean, you might need to report it.
G here says that's his wife. She went with G and had really not much interest or any interest in the toys, and then just fell in love with customizing. My wife went with me, and I thought it was going to be kind of a one-time thing. She fell in love. She started making soft goods for all the action figures and stuff, and now we bring soft goods to the show to sell, and it's just a really cool place. So it's really something cool to see at least one time in your life for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to go one day. That sounds good.
I went to Washington State Toy Fair twice this year, and there's going to be another one in September. I'm going to go there again before I go to LA Comic-Con, and it was a great show. I brought my wife to there's one local to us. I didn't bring her to that one, but I took her to the one that's in Puyallup. Yeah, I know you guys don't know where that is, but she came home with more shit than I did.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
So, like, she met this woman there that makes blankets. I wish I had her information to share because she makes killer blankets. She has like Cowboy Bebop blankets, and like she
that's cool.
She does like the throw blanket or like I wouldn't say it was a quilt or like a full, but it was definitely a full size blanket, and they were different prices, and they were like good prices. We're talking like $16 and like $23. So it was like $16 for a throw blanket and like $23 for a full size blanket. and they were great quality. She bought, I think, 2 of them.
That sounds well worth it.
Yeah, definitely. And there was a woman there doing crazy books too. That's why I wanted to like look at your book earlier.
When you say crazy books, what does that mean?
Like the one you put your breath on, Curtis.
Yeah, she was binding books in leather and doing like crazy things on the top of them. She didn't do an eyeball like that though.
Nice.
There was like claws on them and shit. It was good stuff. It was definitely
very nice. Speaking of which, just wanted to check back in. JLB_customs_and_creations. We are up to 23 followers. We got 39 people watching. So, folks, if you have an Instagram account, why don't you go out here? JLB_customs_and_creations. Let's give them a follow. Let's get that up. Want that to be in the 40s by the end of the episode. So.
There's also 23 people. How many people watching?
There's 39 people watching right now.
39 people watching, and I'm looking right now, and I'm seeing only 23 people that hit the like button.
Well, you know what? It must be
do better, guys. Do better.
Yeah, same people hitting the like button that are following. Like, come on. Yeah, let's go.
There you go. One more.
Blake says that he was at the same show, Washington State Toy Show. So.
Which one though? There's a bunch of them.
Oh, I don't know. He is up in Washington.
Let me know where you were at.
Beauty.
Because there's one in Bremerton. There's one in Puyallup. There's one in Vancouver. And I think there's another one. I don't know.
Washington's a complicated place.
Blake was talking to us the other night. He was all worried about this volcano up there. What you know about this volcano? This Rainier.
Which volcano?
Rainier.
Not worried about Rainier.
You're not worried about Rainier? Okay.
Well, I'm not worried about Rainier because when Rainier erupted the last time, I was a child. Wow, actually. now that we're talking about it, I'm getting when Rainier erupted. I was a child. I was a little kid. I was in school, and they brought TVs into all of our classrooms, and they made us watch this stuff, and it was crazy. And then they took us outside, and the sky was black, like it was like the middle of the day, and it was still daytime light, but the sky was black. It was nuts. I can't go too much more into it because I was just a little kid. I mean, I'm thinking I was in the 2nd grade when this happened.
Yeah,
so I
just know we were talking about it on OffWorld. And he said they were measuring. I guess they measure like earthquakes around that area and stuff. And I did see something afterwards that said that scientists were saying there's nothing to worry about. But Blake was like, "Oh, it's a super volcano and could be, all this kind of stuff. If there's something happens, like,
scientists always tell you there's nothing to worry about until there's something to worry about."
No, there you go.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. It's just the truth of the matter.
I ain't gonna get taken out by no volcano. I know that. That's what I told him the other night.
I mean,
you can keep your.
I might be. I mean, I'm a little more worried about like a tsunami in my area. I live in the south.
Yeah,
Washington is shaped like it's shaped like this. Like
gotcha.
I live down in there, and a tsunami. Well, if it was large enough, the tsunami would take us out from the ocean side. But all of the splashback, I guess, from like everything else on the inside would totally just destroy where I live. I live on an island too, so it's nuts.
Okay. Blake is planning to do a Pacific Northwest Mythic meetup in June of next year. So I think he'll be running a street team for the Horsemen up there, selling some figures, and so he's planning on putting something together. So
nice.
That'll be fun.
What's
cheers.
up, JP?
Got some people having some drinks with you guys. So
definitely.
Rosedale says Mount St. Helens. I remember it being pitch black outside in the middle of the day. So.
Well, hold on. We were talking about Rainier, right?
Yep. Yeah.
But Rainier has never. I'm sorry. Rainier has not fucking erupted the entire time I've been alive. But Helens did erupt. That was what I was talking about.
Gotcha. And then Blake asked Mercer Island.
No, Bainbridge Island. It's way worse than Mercer Island.
I gotcha.
Say Bainbridge.
Yeah, Bainbridge.
You
It's
should.
Okay,
You
has
should-
nothing to do with your island. It just made me think of the movie The Mummy and how the Brendan Fraser one, how Evie's always talking about like the Bainbridge scholars say this is where this thing should be or whatever. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that's the thing.
You should move to Mercer Island and then you call it Mercer Island.
There you go.
Rename
I'd move
it.
there and just fucking rename it ToyMercs Island.
Yeah, just be like, I'm renaming it. It's my island now. So
I could probably make that happen. I mean, they're all bitches over there, whatever.
yeah,
No,
it's
I'm kidding.
my island.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesse, you got something for us?
Yes. Yeah, I'm pulling something up here. 1 second.
Sometimes Jesse gets I'm getting ready to talk face, and I've got to make sure that I poke him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all work well together.
We try.
You do a great job.
Oh, we've been doing the show together for this is our
Third year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You got a new follower. Man.
Real
You
quick.
guys do great.
Well, thank you very much. Where to go? Share screen.
And this is what
I
Jesse
know-
being stuffed up. Imagine when he's healthy. So
We're at the very end of. I know a lot of people. Purple Gang did a whole big push for these guys.
Oh,
but
I'm
it's coming
so
down to
glad
the
that you guys brought this up. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
That's all right.
But I'm all
I just
in
want
on
to say
this shit.
there's little bit of time left on this. I think an hour or two.
17 minutes to go, says at the top.
Oh, 17 minutes. So, folks, there it is. Folks, if
try
you're
to wrap
watching this
up
and
by
you
the
want
top
to
of the
support
hour,
this,
which would be, we'll try to wrap this up by the top of the hour. That'll give them a few minutes to go and place their final pledges. So
yeah.
Just
So,
open another window and fucking place your final pledges. now.
there you go.
Yeah.
Do that too.
Open another
Yeah.
window. Yeah. Have two screens like Curtis and I do, or I think you might be up to 3 screens now, right?
No, I just got 2 screens. I ain't fancy enough for 3 screens.
Go back this project, and I know the new one from what's it? I'm gonna pull it down until I figure it out. But
Legends
go check that
of
out.
Ramayan.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link right here for the World War Hell. So if anybody wants that, run over there real quick and get your order in.
I don't
Make sure
think it'll
you
come
guys
across.
do that. That guy's awesome. We had Chris on a couple weeks ago, and he's an awesome dude.
Oh no, it did.
What he's doing with 1/18 scale fucking O-ring figures is crazy. Nobody went that far. He took
couple
it so
couple
far.
things to point out that I learned on PGG last night. One, O-ring is not referring to buttholes. So anybody that thought that, that's not what that is. Also, apparently 1/18 scale will fit in your mouth. So if that's something that if like you're collecting 1/12 or 1/6 and you're like, I like these, but they won't fit in my mouth, 1/18 will. So
That brings up a lot of questions, but good to know.
yeah. Well, and Chris, who's running the World War Hell, said that it fits in other places.
Depends on how
too, besides
determined
your
you
mouth.
are. Anything can fit in your mouth.
Well, there you go. There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
Also want to bring up this just launched this I think this past week. Legends of Ramayan action figures, which I believe the Horseman had something to do with some of the sculpting on these, correct? Or the
Sculpted by the Horseman.
the engineering or something.
5 of the 6 figures are painted by Eric Miller. Photos by Trevor Williams.
Oh,
Nice.
So, yep. And I've actually got a
All right.
video dropping tomorrow morning on the Art by Akerman channel with Eric Miller, where we talk about these figures as well as some of his other, painting that he's done with the Horsemen, as well as his own individual stuff. So, tune in for that tomorrow to learn a little bit more. But so far, I mean, this is only a few days into this campaign, and they're already at 21,000 out of 50. 35 days to go.
they're
So
almost
this
halfway
is
there.
this is blowing it up. But get to that World War Hell. You got a few more minutes left, and let's get that up there. So beauty.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys?
Yeah,
Go, guy.
William's saying the World War Hell figures, 1/18 figures that look like 112.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean they're super detailed for 118. Do you guys, in terms of, I mean, obviously it's only 2 issues so far, but have you gotten much photography that is 1/18th, or is it mostly like 1/12 or 1/6?
It's mostly 1/12. A couple of 1/6. There's a lot more 1/6 in the second issue than the first issue. Some Lego figures too, which are always
Oh,
fun to see
very
what
nice.
people can do with the little Lego figures. That just
Yeah.
it's amazing to me because there's some amazing Lego photographers out there, and to make that look semi-realistic or as detailed as some of the bigger figures, it's just impressive. I love that stuff. So
Yeah, our buddy Nate Strong
sure.
has done some with Lego that look great. So
strong.
that's
I'd
cool.
look him up too.
It's Corona.
He goes by
4
Corona 4.
on Instagram.
Oh, I follow him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who he is.
Yeah. Awesome. So anything else that you guys got coming up, whether it's any specials or anything else that people should be aware of that we want to let them know about?
You want to talk about the giveaway?
No,
No? Okay.
I'm just kidding. So
You guys didn't deserve a giveaway. You didn't follow the account that we told you to follow. You didn't hit the like button enough. So you don't deserve a giveaway.
All right, forget it.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, this is for their giveaway on their thing.
Yeah, but the people in the chat have to do their part though. So all right.
Well, does the chat even want to hear about it?
I don't know, Chad. Do you guys care about giveaways? Is that a thing that you care about?
They're still here.
Yeah.
They just take what we give them.
Yeah.
Well, we're giving away a ton of shit over there on ToyMercs. I mean, a ton of shit.
Very nice. So
we're giving away a couple of Mezcos, a couple of Robotechs, multiple Black Series, multiple Classifieds, a couple of Marvel Legends. I think there's Ronin. We talked about this earlier today. Am I incorrect by saying there's 23 items we're giving away?
I think that's what you counted. Yeah.
And that's not just items. Like some of the people that donated, because that's how ToyMercs works. Like if you're involved and want to be involved, you can just donate. Is how it works. Some of those prizes are like multiple figures. I think we have one that's 4 Black Series figures. One of which is the old cartoon that happened for a minute with Boba Fett. You know, like the cartoon version of Boba Fett, and then that's like
Nice.
That's like a 1/12 scale figure, and then there's 3 or 4 1/18 scale figures like bundled in with that. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. I'm going to make.
I was going to ask what people have to do to qualify, but then I got an answer here. Apparently, animal sacrifice. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Muzcover's right. No. No. To qualify to give anything away, to donate to the prizes, you just have to hit me up and we'll get you in there. I did end that, but since we're here right now, I'll extend it for another 2 days, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, so we got a giveaway going on. We hit 6K. It's a big deal for us.
For sure.
I think they more want to know what they need to do to win these, since we haven't posted that yet.
People probably do. Yeah,
well,
they probably will.
That post is coming.
Okay.
You don't want to give them a hint?
Folks,
the best thing to do would probably be to subscribe first, right? So that they know when you guys update with new news. Would that be a fair thing to say?
Oh man, yeah, kind of. Kind of. Well, go follow ToyMercs on Instagram first, and then basically, if you want to win anything, you're gonna have to be right there on the Mercs Live on. I don't know the date yet. I haven't decided the date. Okay.
All right. So also follow them on
announced.
YouTube so that you're aware of the date. And there's also a ToyMercs Legions that you want to follow as well on Instagram. So make sure you're following that too.
Yeah.
The Legion's page is mostly magazine stuff where we're sharing and collabing with people that are magazine and posting magazine news. So
very cool. Well, apparently it's for life as well. So that if you subscribe, just know you can't get out. Like that's it. That is it's. I think Instagram
no going
actually
back.
makes you sign in blood in order to follow. So just be aware, folks. There is
Nobody
no going
told
back.
me that.
Yeah. Well, now you're in.
I mean, you're all in. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even if you know it or not.
Yeah.
Good to know. Yeah, nobody told me I couldn't back out.
Yeah, you're all ToyMercs, all of you.
There you
It's just
go.
the way it works.
You just are finding out for the first time. So yeah. Some of you are just now finding out you're ToyMercs, but you've been the whole time. You just didn't know.
You had no idea.
Yeah.
No fucking clue.
You were carriers and you didn't even know it.
What makes
Something
someone
like that.
a ToyMerc?
Good question, Jesse.
Say it again.
What makes someone a ToyMerc?
That makes the question makes no sense.
Oh, you shouldn't have to think that hard.
No, I'm not thinking at all.
Would it
That's the
be
problem
would
with
it be shooting the stuff on their shelves
Oh,
with a camera?
Well, You could,
Feels like there's a little
you could-
synergy going on there.
you could be putting it on the shelves. You could be shooting on the shelves. It doesn't really matter. Like if you collect toys and you're into toys and you into photography and you just want to show your collection at all, you're a ToyMerc. That's it. You're all ToyMercs. If you're watching this, you're a ToyMerc. Period.
Well, there you go.
certainly.
There's a lot of synergy. Similar philosophy. We just want to get the community active. Shooting, enjoying the toys, enjoying the hobby, and interacting in a positive way.
Very good. I do want to make sure that you guys understand. We don't like shoot at our shelves like with bullets.
No,
That's
no,
not.
No.
So-
No, we used
Some people have gotten confused.
That name came
We've
when I
gotten
started the
bills
show.
for IKEA expenses for people, and that like we're not paying those, so people can keep sending us invoices for new IKEA shelves. We are not paying that. If you shot bullets into your shelves, that's on you. There's a disclaimer at the beginning. We're not responsible for that. So
fair enough.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Curtis, that was fucking hilarious.
Jesse.
No, there's people. Yeah, it's become the Purple Gang thing makes things turn into things that never go away. Kind of like becoming a merc for life. But yeah, no. So it was just shooting the shit, and I was just trying to be funny. And
Well,
And now-
you guys had us on now. You guys are mercs for life.
There you go.
Yeah.
That works.
Not my
That
fault.
there we go.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
is there a chance that like penicillin will clear that up, or is that
No,
no?
nothing will clear that out.
Okay.
It's,
That's fine.
you're
I mean,
gonna have to separate your head like from your spine. It's like zombie kind of
Okay.
thing.
All right.
It's a zombie.
You've seen zombie movies, right? Like it's what you got to do.
Mm. Do we need to like let our loved ones know, or is that
No, they should be good as long as you guys are good
Okay.
with it.
okay? Gotcha. I didn't know if it was if you pass it on from person to person, or anything. So,
Oh, definitely.
oh, okay, all right. I'll make sure I let my wife know.
But it's real mild. It's not a huge thing.
Okay, gotcha. The symptoms are down. Nothing really. Nothing
Symptomatic.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the symptoms are just like wanting to
They'll-
just help your community out, no matter what they're doing.
Oh shit! I think I got that,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the only
I
place
think
you'll
you guys
feel
do
it is
it.
your wallet.
dude. I definitely got that.
No.
Oh my goodness!
think
I didn't even
that's
know.
Good. It's not a big deal. It's not an issue. Don't worry about
Wow.
it. It's fine. Just
Here I've been carrying this the whole time. It's like
But-
when you you finally find the right doctor that's able to diagnose you with something that you've had your whole life. It's like, how did these other doctors miss it? I'm sitting here carrying around being a ToyMerc my whole life, and I didn't even
Yep.
know it. And if
Exactly.
it had not been for bringing you guys on here, I never would have found out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. Well,
Figured it out, Curtis. I'm very proud of you.
the more you know. Yeah, little rainbow. Yeah.
You can add that in post, right?
I hope you do.
Jesse, anything else for our guest here?
No. I mean, yes, I could. I don't know. Yep. Brain is jumbled. I don't have a pressing question on the top of my head at the moment.
You made Darla laugh, by the way. Well, guys, we really appreciate you being on. Folks, make sure you're subscribing to those Instas. Make sure you're following the YouTube page and go and get those magazines. They look phenomenal. So make sure you're in on that. Gentlemen, we really appreciate you being on. We are going to put you backstage. If you've got to run, we totally understand. If not, hang out in the green room. And as soon as we close out the show, we'll be right back with you.
Thanks so much for having us on, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Really appreciate
Absolutely.
you. And thanks everybody in the chat. You've been great. And thanks so much for
cheers.
hanging out with us.
Yeah. And cheers, fellas. Let's go. Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot.
Later, folks.
Later, Mercs.
Thank you, guys.
That's fun. I can't wait to
That
get
was
that
a lot of
magazine.
fun.
Yeah, it looks so good.
That's
man.
going to be great.
Those pages look nice too, man. Like the color and
Yeah,
the it's just, it looks very high quality. So
The quality, it reminds me of like when I would get back in the 90s when I would do like my movie of the summer, and so it would be like Jurassic Park or Batman Returns, and they'd have
really, you
really
would do
nice,
Jurassic Park. You like dinosaurs?
and they would put out like the collector's magazine, so it'd be one movie for that summer that I would collect everything I could. So, the big fancy magazine, the trashy magazine, like the really low quality one, the cards, the candies, all that stuff, and this looks like the higher end quality. And I'm sure it's even better than those, because that was a little while back. So,
So guys, if you're backstage, listen to that. Jesse says you have a very high class trashy magazine. So just make sure you guys picked up on that.
No, they both just disappeared.
No, they didn't.
No, they did. They did.
That was a fun show, though. We've got another one next week.
We do. I'm going to leave that up to you to figure out who the guest is, because I don't have anyone on the chart.
Oh, shit. You know what? We forgot something. I'm sorry. Hey, guys, if you're like picking your nose or anything, just FYI, we're getting ready to bring you back on stage. So, all right. This is my bad. I totally forgot. Major segment of the show. It's something we haven't been doing super long. So there's a reason why I forgot. Either one of you can answer this. It doesn't matter. Whoever feels up to it. So at one point in Jesse's life, he actually booed a wedding proposal at a movie theater. Okay. And that's all the information I can give you. He's at a movie. Well, I'll give you a little bit more. He's at a movie theater. It's before the movie starts. It was Fun with Dick and Jane, the Jim Carrey movie. And it's before the movie starts. Guy goes to propose to his fiance, his girlfriend at the time, and Jesse boos the guy. Now, Jesse has told this story, and he's refused to tell it anymore. So now what we've been doing is have guests come on and tell us what they think led to him booing this proposal, and maybe what happened after. So yeah, whoever is willing to give their version of what they think happened, please have at it.
Sorry, fucking, and I'm giving this one to you, bro.
All right.
Are you giving it to me?
It's up to you. Yeah. What happened?
I don't know Jesse well, so let's just say that I think maybe he's a really big Jim Carrey fan, and maybe he just was sick of the previews and sick of waiting and just wanted to watch the movie and was just like, dude, what the hell are you doing? We just want to watch this. If they're going to stop the projection so you can do all this shit and people are going to cheer and be loud, and we don't care. Just show us the Jim Carrey movie. So that's my guess.
Now, what kind of impact do you feel like that had on the couple?
I'm sure that once everybody else started cheering, they just kind of ignored him.
All right. So that's the story that we're going with, folks. Jesse in a rage about not getting to see Jim Carrey as fast as he could. And Renee Zellweger, is that who was in that opposite him? Is that right?
Taya Leone.
Okay. in a rage of that, he booed the proposal. But the people weren't really affected because other people were cheering, and they lived happily ever after. So that is the story we're going with this week. Tune in next week to find out what the story is from that guest or those guests. Going to put you guys backstage again. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Ronin. So if you have a great story about how Jesse booed the proposal or what led to it after that, or what led to it and what happened afterward, let me know. Maybe you can be a guest next week on Shooting the Shelf and tell your version of the wedding proposal booing. I'm sorry that I almost forgot our segment, Jesse.
That's okay. I was really glad we got away without doing it to Cameron last week.
Damn it. Can we have Cameron back on next week?
No.
I'll see if he can film it and send it to us.
No, please don't.
Okay. All right. Well, if you guys are wanting to be on and you want to tell your version, let me know. Bring you on the show. So
CJ Williams, I'd stick around, but I got to contact my previous partners and let them know I've been ToyMercs for life.
They didn't really let me know whether it's like how it's transmitted. So I don't know if it's contact, if it's.
I think it's like the game.
Kind of contact.
Once you think about it, you lose it. Once you think about ToyMercs, you are a ToyMerc.
Gotcha. Now, are there rules like Fight Club? Like, are we allowed to talk about ToyMercs?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to.
Because we've been doing it all night. If there is a rule that we're not supposed to talk about it, they didn't tell us, and we've been violating it. So,
yeah. I mean, they agreed to come on the show, so they know we were going to talk about it. So I figured.
Yeah, they were talking about it. So if there is a rule, they were violating it. So
yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're good then. All right. We'll tune in next week to see whoever is going to be here. So, and until next time.
And next week, next week, Chris Kahn presents Great American Toy Show in Taunton, Massachusetts, at the Taunton Conference Center. I will be there representing Wolf King Customs. Toys and Customs, rather. So stay tuned. Not stay tuned, but if you're coming up there, if you're up on the East Coast and you come to the show, stop by and say hi. I'll see you there. Yeah. And now, Curtis.
Yeah. What's on your shelf?
Until next time.
Oh, till next time. What's on? We're shooting your.
Don't
send us your IKEA bills.